Hello everyone, welcome at my video. And last week I presented the complete opening repertoire, sharp and simple. That in 1 hour I presented how to play all openings for white and for black. If you wanna attack your opponent quickly, if you wanna be aggressive, you can download all of those variations that I mentioned from the link below. And you can also watch the 1 hour video that I'm explaining all ideas. And I also told you that opening repertoire works perfectly if you are below 1500. I also told you that between 15 and 1800 it works. It works well. But if you are above 1800, you have to search probably for something more complicated, right? For something more sophisticated. But today I'm just gonna try to play that sharp and simple opening repertoire at my level, and we'll see how it will perform. I'm just very curious because I think I have never tried things like that. So let's have a try. I'm gonna play blitz games because I just want to play all different openings. So let me just remind you that with white against, I'm gonna play e4. And I'm gonna play the Scotch gambit. So here knight c6 and later d4, the Scotch gambit. Against, for example, Sicilian, I'm gonna play the Smith-Morra attack. We'll see how it will go. Against French, I'm gonna play the Monte Carlo variation, and against Caro-Kann the Panov attack. And as black, I'm gonna play the Sicilian Scheveningen and also Benoni with e6. So those are like the openings that I'm planning to play. If you wanna, let me just watch the video, you can check my last video. If you wanna download all of those lines, you can download them from the link below. And now let's have a start. Let's see. Okay, I have got the first opponent from Ukraine. Okay, so c5, so this is gonna be the Scheveningen style. Okay, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna play e6 Scheveningen. g4. Okay, so this is the variation that you can meet very often at the at this level, but I never seen that anyone below 1800 who plays this. It is called the Keres attack. But I'm gonna continue the standard development plan, bishop e7. Okay, so what white is going to do? Probably white is gonna play here. This is a very, very aggressive plan for white. Let me play it here. You can see that opponent is attacking me. I don't want to play bishop d7 or knight c6. Maybe knight c6 I can play because I'm expecting opponent will get a strong attack like this. So let me just play it. Knight c6 I can play. I don't want to castle that early. And now I want to move my knight. I cannot go anywhere here. I think I have to go back. Okay. Goes to f4. So you can see opponent is attacking me. Yeah, it's a really strong attack. Okay, so what to do? Should I take it or should I just play a6, b5? I cannot play because of that. But what I can do, I can play there. I can play queen c7 and b5 later. Okay. So should I take it or not? I think I'm gonna... No, I don't want to take it because this is gonna be under attack. So let's play a6. This is the plan in that variation anyway, so queen c7 later, b5, bishop b7, because d7 is not available for me. So, okay, let's play it there. I want to play b5 because in that variation, black attacks on the queen side. I'm gonna take it. Okay. I can see that there is a potential problem here, but I think that if I can play this move, e5 doesn't work because this is hanging. So I think, okay, opponent castles here, okay. And now, okay, I have got the choice. I know I don't have that much time to think about it, but I have got the choice. Castle here, that looks extremely risky because opponent has got those pawns here. And later, you know, it's gonna be the race. Who's gonna checkmate first? But I have got a bad feeling about it. And I can delay castling and start my attack on the queen side, and I think this is what I'm going to do. So I'm bringing more pieces. I want to play probably b4 soon, but I'm bringing my pieces closer to the queen side so I can start the attack. Okay, 1 minute 30 seconds left. But I have to admit that I'm quite happy with this position. Okay, so now opponent really wants to play this, but I have got d5. So I'm not afraid that much of it. Let's push it forward. Opponent goes back here. Maybe that pawn is hanging. Is it? Maybe it is. You can see that there is quite a strong pressure here. Should I take it or not? Or should I just ignore it? I can also play this move. Oh, but if opponent is giving me a free pawn, I'm not gonna... This is the pawn I cannot refuse. So I'm gonna play it here. Opponent captures, I'm gonna take it back with a queen. After this move, I'm gonna play this move. So you can see I open my bishop. Okay, queen d4, pointing towards that pawn. Okay, I think I have got... Is it a good move or is it a bad move? Looks quite promising. I have to admit that it looks very promising. Okay, and now what to do? So let me bring the rook so I can attack a little bit here. You can see I'm trying to increase the pressure over the opponent. Now my threat is, of course, to take and checkmate. I guess opponent's gonna see that. Opponent is using the knight. And if I take it, this is probably not good. So let me just move my queen. Let me play it there. I see also there is a motive here. Potential move knight f2. And now the question is, should I castle or not? Because I really would like to bring another rook into the game. Maybe that rook can come here. No, I think it's a little bit too low. Okay, so how I can... I mean, I think opponent's attack is stopped. So this is a good thing. Okay, so now I have got no choice. And opponent wants to go into the endgame. So I'm not gonna... Okay, so now I think I can just castle if opponent is offering me going into the endgame. Okay, and I have got 2 bishops. And yes, I have got 2 bishops. So what to do right now? Opponent plays there, and maybe I can move my bishop here. Okay, so opponent is stopping me. But I just also want to stop opponent from... Oh, okay, opponent doesn't want to... Okay, opponent wants to go c4. This is the opponent's idea, so let me play it there. You can see that the battle is about playing c4 or, or not playing c4. c3, opponent is blocking that. Can I go there? Doesn't probably work. Can I use that pawn? Okay, because I have to be aggressive. I really have to be aggressive. I see I open my king, but this is the endgame. But the purpose of that was to play this move, because I wanted to open the d file. I want to take advantage of that x-ray. Okay, so now knight is in trouble, and now, if I'm not wrong, I have got the discovered attack, and now I have got... I can exchange it. Can I? I think so, and I can take it there, but I think it's gonna be better to take another pawn. I think that should be better for me. Also, position is more open, so bishop should be superior to the knight. Opponent is protecting that. So now what to do? I can protect that pawn. That's my a5 is probably my next move. Or, even better, okay, now I'm gonna bring my king closer into the center and closer into the center. Okay, opponent is using that small tactics. I'm gonna play here because I would like to maybe capture the h pawn. Wouldn't be that bad. If I play rook c4, if I play king g4, it actually does look very, very good. Okay. Should I take it or not? That pawn is not going anywhere. Let me just protect this one. And now, can I take it? Or not? Okay, I don't have much time to think about it. Let me just take it here. I know this it's theoretically a draw, and if I play it there, protecting this one, I move my rook away. Okay, and now I'm slowly advancing my king and pawn forward. Okay, and my idea here, I'm gonna push it forward. I will try to use that bridge idea. So I'm gonna check it. And I can bring, okay, I can bring another pawn. I don't need to do the bridge idea right now. I think I can check the opponent. And now, can I push it? I think so. And now check. And maybe rook protects it. Okay, and now the question, okay, let me just play the waiting move. Opponent wanted to checkmate me. But I think, if I'm not wrong, I'm fine, because opponent cannot stop me from promoting. And I think I'm fine. Okay. Okay, I play rematch. Okay. So yeah, so I have to admit that this is very good. I'm very happy I won the first game. So you can see that that simple and sharp opening repertoire works also at this level. Okay, so I'm gonna play the Scotch Gambit right now. Now here. So this is the Scotch Gambit, as you can see, and now I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it here. And now bishop b5. Now this move. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, that was the variation, and now I can castle. So this is the main line of the Scotch Gambit that you have got. What opponent is going to do? Okay, opponent goes there, and now the variation goes bishop e3. Later I want to go here. Okay, so now there is one variation with f3, but variation I recommend that is simple is here. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Okay, and now maybe because I'm going to attack on the E and F files, but okay, so should I start with this move or not? I think I can start with it. Or knight b3 was also maybe a decent idea. But this is the main line. This is exactly the main line. Yeah, maybe knight b3 would have been slightly better because right now, but is it like such a big problem for me? Might be actually. I should have started with knight b3 as recommended. Or maybe knight takes c6. Because I can see that this is a problem. I'm gonna take it. Okay, so now what to do? It's equal on the material, and I'm not gonna attack on the E and F files, of course. I'll try to do something probably in the middle. I see that pawn is hanging, so looks like I don't have much choice. And now I see the checkmate's coming, so I'm gonna play g3 to prevent any problems in the future. I also have got that possibility and possibility to bring the rook on the d file. Now I have to admit that I'm quite good. I'm quite happy with my position here. Okay, so now opponent is putting pressure over there. Should I ignore it or what? If I play it there, okay, this is one candidate, b4 is a second one. But if I play b4, then rook b6. If I play bishop f4, I can destroy the opponent's pawn structure. Rook b1. Rook b1 looks very passive. Okay, I also saw I can take it, but b2 was in trouble. So let's have a try with this one. And let's see how opponent is going to react to that problem. Okay, so now, capture or not to capture? Capture or protect? Those pawns are weak, so I don't have to take it. But how can I defend them? Or maybe I can play b3, and after here I'm gonna take it, and opponent will be left with a weak pawn. Maybe this is the way. Or what else? Rook b1. Maybe rook b1. Okay, let's have a try. Okay. In the position with major pieces only, it's king safety is very important. So I cannot forget about my king safety. I have to do something else. I mean, I have to attack the king somehow. The question is how to do that. Should I bring that rook? Maybe I can do that somehow. Okay, queen c8. So opponent it's it's a full back. But I think I'm gonna take it. Okay, queen c6, but I'm up a pawn. I'm very happy about it. And what to do right now? How to continue? I want to continue putting some pressure over the opponent. This is why I played there. I just realized that opponent can try to enter, but I'm not afraid because there is a back rank in the air. I'm not afraid of that much. Okay, rook goes here. So what? Okay, let me move my queen here. And you know that I don't mind playing endgames, so I mean after rook takes a2, I can checkmate. Now I can take it. I can take it. Okay. And now the question is, I'm up a pawn. Should I exchange this one, or should I go, or should I try to protect it? If we exchange, I have got an impression. Theoretically, it's a draw, but it's easy to play. Okay, you know what? Because my time is very low, I think I will go for that variation, even that I know that it's not 100% correct. But I'll try to beat the opponent here. I won the last endgame, the last rook endgame. Maybe I can beat the opponent here. So that's my plan. I want to bring my king closer. The rook in front of the pawn is not perfect, but maybe I can somehow... Okay, opponent goes there. A little bit risky in my opinion. Should I go there or not? Let me just take it. Opponent takes with a pawn, then rook goes there. Opponent takes with a king, okay? Because opponent is exchanging pawns, as you can see. Okay, let me check it. I would love to have my rook at the f4. Can I go there somehow? I go here. Rook f4, pawn to c4. That would be perfect. How can I make it? I have to play the move. As the time is running low. Okay, I have got an idea. I'm gonna play it there, and I was waiting for this, and now I can place my rook here. I know opponent still has got this move. I see that, I can see that. Probably this is the best move for the opponent. I cannot take it with a pawn. And it goes there, but now my rook is... But now I think I can move my king here, and I can push that pawn forward. And now rook is not in front, rook is from the side. It's not as good as rook from the back, but I think also it's quite good. And now I can use my king. I can move my king closer. And I can go there. And pawn moves forward. And now about that position, I'm quite optimistic. There. The pawn is also under attack, so opponent cannot move king closer. I'm just slowly moving my king forward. Okay, can I go there? I think so. Okay. And now, if I'm not wrong, I can check that king. And now I can play... I think I can just move my rook somewhere. Ah, okay, I forgot about it. Okay. It looks that I should be able to win this. Okay, because my king is quite close, so that should be win. Okay, so take a look. Second game, indeed it was Scotch Gambit, and you can see second win. So okay, let's try another opponent. That was, you know, interesting because in both games it ended up with the rook endgame. But I just wanted to show you that even at this level, that opening repertoire still can be played. Okay, so let's try another. Okay, opponent goes there. So in this case, of course, we cannot... I told you that in the sharp and simple opening repertoire, you just play like this. Now have to play bishop d7. Okay, a4, but I think now we can continue just the standard development. Bishop goes to e7. Again, the Scheveningen structure. We can go castle. Okay. I have got two ideas right now. One idea is, of course, we can continue the standard way, because black again wants to attack on the queen side. An alternative idea is to go bishop c8, and that bishop might be trapped. No, because white plays a5. So I cannot... I thought that I can play a6 and trap it, but this is not gonna work. So now the question is, here, either knight c6. But I think I'm gonna go with knight c6. And later a6, and I will try to play b5 somehow. I'm gonna take it. Okay, opponent is playing a5, trying to block my attack somehow. But I think this is... Is it a big problem for me? You know, in this case I can try to play d5, but... One second, I'm also calculating that variation. Captures, knight captures. And what's then? No, bishop can escape. Oh, let's just stick with the original idea, so let's go b5. Let's just focus. Sometimes knight e4 tactics happens, but I don't think it is possible here. So I think I can just open the b file, and I can move my pieces. I can attack that backwards pawn at the b2. I can bring that rook here. Okay, so I'm bringing the rook. Should I exchange or not? Let me first ask that bishop. at the same time, I have got a safe square. And now, you know, there is a saying that all endgames in the Sicilian are win for black. So let's have it. Let's see, is that true? Cannot take them. I think I have to go back. Let's go back here. Obviously, opponent is trying to play e5 somehow. Maybe now that idea works. And after this move, I can take it here. And would that be good or not? I think that, okay, I think that might work. Now the tactics might be good. In case bishop captures, I'm gonna take it there. I see that in the end d6 is hanging, but opponent has to move that rook. I can go there. Opponent captures, and I wanted to sacrifice my bishop and do the discovered attack. That was the idea. Opponent, of course, can also take it. Could take a d4, then I'll take that bishop. So now that rook is under attack. Okay, so opponent goes there. And now I think I have to move my knight, but at the same time it's protecting. And I was planning, as I told you, to go there. And I think I'm gonna follow that plan. Okay, opponent goes there. I can take it, of course. Should I take it or not? I don't think I have a choice. Okay, and now, okay, it's equal on the material, but the question is, should I continue attacking this one? Or should I attack here? I think I'll start with putting pressure over that pawn. Opponent is protecting that. I can remove that rook. And I can, for example, move my knight to this spot. Let's start with this. Okay, so rook goes here because my plan was also attacking it there. So okay, I'll play this move just to check if opponent wants to get a draw. Because if opponent repeats the move, there is a chance that opponent wants to have a draw. If opponent wants to play for the win, I'm gonna play knight to c1. So you see, this is how you can test your opponent to see what are the opponent's intentions. But after rook d1, I don't think this is like a free fault repetition at the moment, or is it? Maybe it is. But if it's not, I think I can try. It's not. I can try to play knight to d4. So that means that opponent wants to get a draw. So now it's an important decision for me. Knight c5, I think it's a free fault repetition. Should I play for a win? I go there. Rook goes here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a draw because I expected that I'll be up a pawn. I'm just gonna get a draw here. Draw against 2500 still is not a bad. It's not a bad result. Okay, but let's try to beat opponent with white. Okay, so this is the Philidor. Philidor, of course, is also covered in that opening repertoire, but opponent plays variation with knight d7. Okay, so I'm just going to develop my pieces explained in the Philidor way. Okay, c6. Okay. And now I can play bishop e3. I'm a little bit afraid of knight g4. This is why h3. Opponent is trying to get the attack. Okay, I could stop it by playing a4, by the way, because I see what opponent is trying to do. Yeah, a4 would have been better. But right now, I think I cannot ignore it. Yeah, just you know, hint for you, after c6 play a4. Now, but I have to follow my plan. So I'll go here. I'm gonna bring the rook and I'm gonna attack in the center. Okay, opponent is planning to take it and go c5 probably. Something like this. Should I take it or not? I can also play this move. Trying to block opponent's counterattack a little bit. But then I don't want to move that rook. Should I take it or not? Takes, pawn takes. Rook is coming to d1. Is there anything good for me? Knight c5. Okay, I can exchange and I can go into the endgame. Or d5. No, b4. Alternative move. I don't know why I have got a bad feeling about the b4 idea. Yeah, you know what? Let's just bring the rook. But I think I'm gonna take at the e5. Now, should I take or not? Maybe I should try to be more active and bring my knight into that square somehow. Does that make any sense? Or not? Or playing b4? Okay, this is blitz game. I keep forgetting that this is the blitz game. I do not play blitz that often. And I don't have much time to think. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that idea. I'm not convinced to this, but I think I'm just later gonna move my bishop back. Okay, so now opponent is maneuvering pieces like this. Slowly improving position. So maybe this is something I'm supposed to do. I see that might be a problem. Okay, let's just take it. Okay, can I enter here? I can move my knight to this place. Or maybe let's bring my knight to the d3 square. Okay, opponent goes c5. Opens that bishop. Now, okay, I see this is hanging as well. Okay, 40 seconds and it's a middle game. Okay, the opponent has got 2 minutes 40 seconds, so yeah. Okay, so what should I open this position somehow? I think it wouldn't be bad to if I want to get some activity, I have to open that fight. Okay, and now what? c3 or not c3? Let's activate that piece. Maybe opponent wants to enter knight e4. Yeah, maybe that's the idea. Okay, let's remove it to keep it simple. And now let's bring knight into that square. You can see opposite colored bishops, but opponent has got pawns on the light squares. I want to bring that bishop into the game somehow. I think that it's gonna protect the d5 pawn. It's gonna restrict knight from coming to the e4. This is why I play g3. Opponent takes, I'm gonna take it back. Okay, opponent wants to take control over the A file. I'll try to block it somehow. Okay, but opponent is playing here. Does it make that much sense to go there? Okay, I don't have much time to think about it. But yeah, so what to do? Okay, let's play h4. Oh, okay, bishop here. I don't think it's a good idea. Bishop should go back. But I think I'll have to wait. The opponent wants to attack through f5, okay, but I think I'll have to wait. I see what opponent is trying to do. I'm not afraid that much of it. I'll move my king here first. I'm gonna maybe move my bishop there. Okay, let's go back. Opponent is improving position of pieces. You can see the time is a big problem because I don't have enough time to think how can I counter the opponent. You know, queens are on the board, so I can always go and try to attack opponent's king. It's always a good choice. Okay, I'll go back. I'll go here. It's not hanging my knights here. Knights guarding that. Okay, let's move my knight here. Opponent takes, I don't have much choice. Okay. Does it make sense to play to d4? No, I don't think so. Or maybe I can really just move my king there and hope for any counterplay. Or I can play f4. F4 looks good actually. Because opponent captures en passant here. Opponent doesn't capture, then it's a position is blocked. I'm happy that it's, or maybe even better, f3. Maybe even f3 would have been better. Okay, opponent goes there. 9 seconds. Okay, I have to go this place, and now I have to move my bishop. Okay, so opponent decides to go with a simple solution here. Okay, knight b2, and I think the game is over. I mean, I'm gonna continue, but I think the game is over. Okay, I think I can resign. Okay, so you can see that I think the position after the opening wasn't that bad, but I was thinking a little bit too much, and this is how that opponent beat me. But okay. Now I'm gonna play the next game, and now this is gonna be the Benoni variation, right? Because opponent plays like this. And I'm just gonna continue same way. Okay, this is how you can beat the opponent, how you can win a piece in that. Yes, how to beat very quickly the opponent. I'll give him a rematch chance. Okay, but yeah, so you can see that Benoni is very, very good. Okay, opponent plays the Pierce defense, and against Pierce defense, I have got that very sharp variation. Okay, that opponent wants to go b5. No, but I think, should I play a4? Because Pierce is a little bit similar to the Philidor. Should I do that, or should I just continue? Maybe I'll just follow, because the variation I recommended to you is the variation with quick attack on this side. So I'm gonna play f3, and yes, let me just play h4. Very quick attack on this side. h5, opponent's trying to block it. Okay, let's castle here. I think I can play g4. Maybe I should have waited a little bit until the moment. Oh no, I could just take it, by the way, and take it with the bishop, if I'm not wrong. But maybe I should have waited until opponent castles here, because right now you can see that I'm attacking, but opponent's king is not there. Okay, so can I take it or not? Or it gives me nothing. Opponent obviously wants to checkmate me somehow here. Okay, let's bring the knight closer. After b4, knight goes back to b1, so knight is guarding that king. It's a very sharp variation, very sharp attack. I have got a chance to win, but I may also lose this. So yeah. Okay, knight goes to b1. In case opponent captures, I cannot take it. I'm blind. The bishop's here. Cannot take it. So how can I continue the attack somehow? Maybe with e5. Yeah, I just play e5 because I just want to open the position. Yeah, because I want to open the position, but I think it was a little bit maybe premature. Captures, knight captures. Opponent captures with a knight. I didn't expect this move. Let me just accept that material. And now I see this is a threat. But what opponent is going to play if I play c3? Opponent captures the next pawn. Do I take it or not? By the way, you know I can take it here. Because opponent captures, that is the checkmate. Oh, let me take it back. Now let me develop my bishop. Because I have got more pieces, so I want to use them. Opponent is really not giving me any time to do anything. And I have to admit that that idea is quite good. I thought that opponent has to move the rook. Because rook is under attack, of course. So how can I counter? Can I counter that somehow? What, am I gonna be mated or what? Let's start with a check first. And now let me think. How can I stop opponent from the checkmate? Like, bishop e4 doesn't help. I can use my queen, but I don't want to. What else? Is it over? Let me just go for some kind of, crazy attack. I don't think this is gonna work, but yeah, I completely missed bishop f5 move. Now opponent can take it. My king escapes. King escapes. I can survive, although I'm down a couple pawns, if I'm not wrong. Rook is hanging. But I don't think that this is enough for me. I have to find a way how I can checkmate that king. Opponent's gonna move rook to b8 probably, or something like this. And then what can I do? How can I get opponent's king? Taking gives me nothing. Maybe I can think how to trap that queen. Maybe bishop c1. I don't know why opponent is thinking that much. Opponent is up 5 pawns. Yeah, rook b8, I'm gonna try bishop c1. I'll try to use my time advantage somehow. Okay, knight f6. In my queen. I have to move it. Maybe I'll go to a place because I'm trying to trap opponent's queen. That's my idea. Opponent can stop it. Okay, I can. I see this move. I'm not gonna take it, of course, but I can move my king. Maybe I'll move my because if I move my bishop e4 is now not defended. So what, can I move my king or not? Or 1 second, am I blind? Okay, let me at least get that queen. I know it's not for free, but now I see it. I think I have got a chance. H4 is hanging. My last pawn. Last pawn is collapsing. So this is a pretty interesting position that opponent has got couple pawns. Let me just take it. Okay, I see that. But I have got nice idea. Can I do the stalemate somehow? Is there any stalemate idea that I can do? Because opponent wants to do the skewer. Takes, rook goes there. I go here. Yeah, wouldn't mind to if there is any stalemate, but I don't see it. Or actually, opponent captures with a knight, it's a stalemate. Opponent captures with a bishop, I think I'm gonna resign, probably. Okay, I think I'm gonna resign, yes. Yes, I completely missed that that fact that opponent can play bishop f5. And I think that was the problem. Okay, let's play another game. This time opponent from Slovakia. Okay. So I go here. So this, you can see this is the Scotch Gambit for the third time, I think. And now I'm gonna play c3. In case opponent captures, there is that very nice variation with bishop f7, very common. It's a very common line. Now I can play it here. d5. Okay, d5 right now. I think that I can go there. Knight e4, knight pawn captures. Okay, bishop goes back, and now I think I can just castle. And now knight goes to c3. Bishop goes there, bishop e3, because I want to protect it. I should have maybe, yeah, okay. Let me ask that bishop a question. Okay, and now what to do? I cannot capture it here. I can bring my bishop back, of course. I think it's an equal position. I don't have any big advantage, but I can go there, bishop e2, with the idea to take at the e4, because now I cannot take it with here. I can also move my bishop to that square. Maybe an opponent's gonna play probably something like f5. Takes, knight takes. I would guess something like this. Let's solve that problem of that pin. I don't need my bishop at the b5 anymore, so let's just go here. And now I can really consider that move. Either knight g5 or something like this. I can also just develop my rook. I can just play rook c1 and I think I'm fine. Okay, opponent is bringing knight. Doesn't scare me that much, that idea. Maybe even this move works. Opponent captures, bishop goes there. And I can try to get some attack. Can I? Opponent goes there. Can I get any attack? Can I get any strong attack on the opponent's position? Or not? Or maybe simply this move. Opponent takes, knight takes. If I go there, yeah, g4 opens my king maybe a little bit too much. I don't think I'm losing the pawn, because opponent captures, I can take with a knight. It's protected. Opponent captures d4, then I get a free bishop. And in case opponent captures here, pawn takes. Yeah, so maybe something like this. Knight takes. Okay, I think I can take it with a pawn. And I'm gonna take it like this. Okay. And I think I have got a pretty strong center. If I were black, I would try to undermine it. Yes, that's true. But I have got a knight. I don't think my knight is that bad. By the way, in the French defense, you can get very similar center. Did I take it or not? Okay, let's just take it. And let's just exchange rooks and let's bring another rook into the game. That's my plan. I see that I have got the backwards pawn at the e3. I don't want to play e4 because now that bishop can become very strong. I play it. So maybe knight f4, either knight here. Where to move it? Maybe knight here. In the worst case, I can place my knight here. In the best, maybe knight is coming here. Knight f5, attacking the king. I can also bring my queen there. Should I start with it or not? Okay, maybe just in case, I'm gonna protect this thing. Okay, opponent is attacking me. So that pawn is safe. I'm gonna play b3 because I want to place my pawn into the light square. Opponent has got the dark square bishop. This is why I'm planning to do that. And now, can I do anything or not? I can just wait. I can just wait and see how opponent is trying to, because maybe opponent is slightly better, but I think my position is quite solid. Knight is protecting everything. I can just wait. And what? Okay. Okay, let's play the rematch. Let's play the rematch. Yeah, because I think, okay, I was just, saving time and yeah, but okay. Okay, let's play. This is probably gonna be the last game that I play here. Let's play the next Benoni variation. The Benoni open defense. Okay, opponent goes there, so it transposes into the Smith-Morra, into the Sicilian Smith-Morra. Okay, knight f3. So this is most likely is gonna be the Scheveningen. So started as a Benoni, later went through Smith-Morra, and now it becomes just the standard Scheveningen. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the plan that is described in the repertoire. I just go here. I want to play it there. Bishop d7. Opposite side castles, so the faster wins. And you see, it's of course, it's not gonna be easy, but I will try. Okay, black has got 3 ideas how to attack on the queen side. One idea is to do the pawn storm. Second one is to use the c-file. The third one is to place knight at the c4. Which one should I use here? Should I bring the rook or not? Should I just push those pawns forward? And should I keep it simple? Okay, let's play b4. I think I can play this move. And in case opponent goes there, maybe knight e5, because knight c4 might be a pretty dangerous idea. I'm not afraid that opponent's gonna take it, because then it opens b and c files for my pieces. And opponent, you see, opponent has to react to my threats. Yeah, let's play it here. I just want to play this move later. Should I play it or not? Okay. I have to move my knight. e8 usually is a safe square for the knight, and opponent most likely is gonna play g6. Opponent is trying to open the position. And of course, I wanna close everything. I wanna keep it closed. f4. Okay. Now, how can I attack? My queen is here. My queen is in the game. Can I use my bishop somehow? e5 is usually a forbidden move. Because knight is coming to f5. I'm never gonna play this move. Let's bring that pawn forward. Let's bring that pawn. Who's gonna be faster here? You can see this is a very sharp opening. Now, should I start with... I think I have got a good feeling about the b3 move. Because a3 opponent just plays b3 and I think I'm blocked. But if I play b3, I sacrifice the pawn. But I think it gives me... Opponent captures, capture. Yeah, okay, let's play b3. I have got nothing to lose. I'm gonna take it. If opponent plays a3, maybe even d5 with the idea to sacrifice my bishop. Okay, so what, can I play d5 or not? Why not? Me or him? Okay, rook c1, so opponent is defending. Queen a6, either queen a4. I think queen a6, maybe. Then knight takes b3. No, I'm not afraid of knight takes b3. That's my idea. Oh, one second. If I sacrifice... I don't want to take it because then it opens my king. If I sacrifice it, pawn takes, queen is coming to b2. What's the follow-up? Can I continue somehow? Okay, is there any alternative for me? What else I can do? I mean, that bishop's hanging, so... Or... Maybe if I play there, opponent captures, I check, opponent goes there, take it. Okay, so rook takes, but this is not a checkmate, because king can enter there. Okay, so I can move my bishop always. I can just move my bishop somewhere. Okay, let's play this move first, because I don't want to sacrifice and queen b2 and I think opponent is safe. Let me move my bishop. I'm gonna take it back with a knight, of course. And before I go for the full attack, maybe I can try to bring my bishop to b5. I wish my bishop can go there. Okay, g6. g6. Capture or not to capture? I think I'm gonna take it, so that rook becomes more open. Okay, I'm gonna take it. But I'm never gonna take it again. I just play this so my rook becomes open, but that's it. I can take this one. Or I can just sacrifice the bishop. King, okay, I'll move my king here. Okay, bishop d4. I see a nice checkmate idea if I can go back. If I can survive one move, I'm gonna checkmate. The question is, can I survive? Check at a1, check and checkmate. The question is, can I survive? Maybe I'll move my rook, protecting this one. Okay, opponent is attacking here. Two threats. What opponent is going to do about it? I think opponent now realized that there is a problem. Because now I might be one tempo faster. Opponent is sacrificing that rook. No other way probably to prevent that problem. You can see how extremely sharp position is. Bishop takes g7, I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna take it. And now checkmate is coming. So what opponent can play? Opponent goes there, I'm gonna take it. Queen d4. 5 seconds. I play random move. I don't know what to play. Seconds. Okay, I'm gonna play this move, but yeah, okay, it's me, either him. Ah, okay, Queen h4 checkmate. Okay. Yes, but let me just check it, because okay, I could checkmate opponent in 3 moves after Queen d4. I had got only 10 seconds, but now I see. Engine tells me Queen d3 is winning. Queen takes d3, Rook takes g1, and this is a checkmate. I knew that, I had got a feeling that there is something, but yeah. But okay, but I lost it. But you can see that game, I think, represents this opening repertoire. You can get extremely sharp positions with attacking chances. And yeah, so let me just remind you that if you want to get all of those variations, you can download that from the video, from the link below the video. And thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.